Extensive Summary of Church Growth. Principles by Dag Heward-Mills. Introduction. The Foundation of Church Growth. Dag Heward-Mills opens church growth principles by emphasizing that church growth is not accidental. It is the result of intentional principles applied consistently. Many churches struggle to grow because they lack structure, vision, and an understanding of biblical principles that lead to increase. He explains that building a growing church requires faith, leadership skills, strategic planning, and effective discipleship. The book is a practical guide for pastors, church leaders, and ministry workers who desire to expand their ministries and impact more lives for Christ. Key takeaways. Church growth is a result of applying biblical and practical principles. Leaders must be intentional about structuring their churches for expansion. A growing church is a sign of a thriving spiritual community. Part 1. 8 Principles for Church Growth. Chapter 1. The Principle of the Multiplied Senior Pastor. Heward-Mills explains that many churches remain small because the senior pastor tries to do everything alone. Instead of being the sole minister, the pastor should train others to share the workload. How to multiply leadership effectively. Train and trust associate pastors. Delegation is crucial for expansion. Encourage members to take leadership roles. Every believer has a calling. Avoid insecurity. Many pastors fear that others will take their position, but a secure leader empowers others. Key takeaways. A growing church requires multiple leaders, not just one pastor. Delegation increases church capacity and prevents burnout. Empowering leaders multiplies the church's effectiveness. Chapter 2. The Principle of Maximized Sunday Usage. Heward-Mills emphasizes that Sunday is the most important day for church activities. Since most members are available on Sundays, pastors should use the entire day for ministry. Ways to maximize Sundays. Conduct multiple services. This accommodates more people. Encourage counseling, visitation, and Bible classes on Sundays. Train lay pastors and church leaders to handle various activities. Key takeaways. Sunday should be a full work day for pastors. More services equals more impact and more souls reached. Use Sundays for training, outreach, and discipleship. Chapter 3. The Principle of Smaller Subdivisions. Large churches can feel impersonal, so breaking the church into smaller units ensures better pastoral care. How to implement this principle. Create small groups, home cells, or fellowships. Encourage active participation. Every member should belong to a unit. Assign leaders to oversee each small group. Key takeaways. Smaller groups create a sense of belonging and community. Pastoral care is easier when the church is divided into units. Small groups help members grow spiritually. Chapter 4. The Principle of a Person X. Oriented Church. A Person X church focuses on welcoming and retaining new visitors. Heward-Mills teaches that churches must be intentional about making new people feel at home. How to make visitors feel welcome. Give them a warm reception with personal follow-up. Provide materials like welcome brochures, CDs, or books. Assign church leaders to new visitors for relationship building. Key takeaways. Churches must prioritize new members. A strong follow-up system helps retain visitors. Personal attention makes people feel valued. Chapter 5. The Principle of Catering to Different Types of Members. Churches consist of different types of people. Group A, committed members, attend multiple times a week and are actively involved. Group B, casual attendees, attend only on Sundays and are less involved. Heward-Mills encourages pastors to embrace both groups while encouraging deeper commitment. Key takeaways: not all members will be deeply involved. Love them anyway. Gradually help casual members become more committed. Recognize and nurture leadership potential within both groups. Chapter 6. The principle of multiple services. Multiple services increase attendance and provide flexibility for different schedules. Benefits of multiple services: accommodates more people and prevents overcrowding, caters to people with different work schedules, allows for specialized services, youth, healing, leadership training, etc. Key takeaways: multiple services increase church capacity. Different service types attract different groups. Offering choices helps engage more people. Chapter 7. The principle of dynamic church services. Church services should be engaging, structured, and spirit-filled. How to create dynamic church services. Have clear goals for each service: worship, healing, teaching, etc. Keep services well-timed, avoid unnecessarily long programs. Make services exciting and impactful. Key takeaways: well-organized services retain members. Engaging worship, teaching, and interaction create a strong experience. Churches must adapt their services to meet people's needs. Chapter 8. The principle of using technology and research. Modern churches must embrace technology and data analysis to improve growth strategies. Ways to use technology for church growth. Keep accurate church records and track attendance. Use digital tools, websites, social media, online sermons. Use data to improve outreach efforts. Key takeaways: church growth can be measured and improved through research. Digital tools help expand the church's influence. Tracking attendance helps pastors make informed decisions. Part 2. 6 additional principles for church growth. 1. The 80-20 principle. 80% of church growth comes from 20% of its members. Invest time in developing leaders within this 20%. 2. The principle of the scholarly pastor. A growing church needs a growing leader. Pastors must study books, attend conferences, and develop their skills. 3. The principle of power ministry. Churches grow when they demonstrate the power of God. Miracles, healings, and deliverance attract people to Christ. 4. The principle of individual calling. Every pastor has a unique calling. Embrace it instead of copying others. 5. The principle of massive organized prayer. Organized, large-scale prayer meetings lead to spiritual breakthroughs. 6. The principle of using lay workers. Unpaid church workers, volunteers, play a vital role in church expansion. Final thoughts: applying church growth principles. Dag Heward-Mills' Church Growth Principles is a practical and biblical guide for pastors and church leaders who desire to expand their ministries effectively. Growth is intentional. Churches must apply these principles consistently. Leadership training, delegation, and organization are key to growth. Technology, prayer, and outreach strategies must be integrated. Subscribe to the Christian Library for more faith-building audiobook summaries. Blast off.